sheriff's police cars, and we stopped over and we talked to them for a little bit, and they said that they'd give us a case number and told us to go ahead and contact their office. So that's what we've done. George is actually on the phone right now. He's talking to him right now on the phone. We're just hanging out here waiting to see what's going to happen. Hopefully we'll get them to file a report. I think it's a good thing if we can get them to at least file a report so that when he goes to court he has something. In addition, I know this stuff is messy. It's just a big mess. I'm just going to ask George here what he's gotten done so far.
So I just talked to Harris County because Precinct 4 refused to do a welfare check and a missing person. A law entity cannot refuse a welfare check or a missing persons. Code of Criminal Procedure 63.001 says that no law entity can deny you. I asked him if it was neglect of duty or negligence that he wasn't going to do it, and he refused to answer. I got everything recorded. I'll upload it later. But if you look at Precinct 4's Harris County Mark Herman's office, you'll see that it says they uphold the law. Texas 25.03 in the 82nd legislature 2011 was signed by Governor Rick Perry, which made it a law. And he doesn't even want to do a welfare check or a missing person or write an offense or anything else. He wanted to give me a call sheet number. Well, driving 3.5 hours down here and 3.5 hours back, a call sheet number isn't going to do anything for me. He says it's a civil issue and they're not going to do a civil standby. He said he's not going to do a civil standby. A law enforcement agency said they will not do a civil standby. So I called for a Harris County sheriff's officer to come out. It's in their jurisdiction. It's their court orders. It says they can enforce the law, anything reasonable. And I don't think they put handcuffs on people every day. Police officers do. So anything reasonable, I would think, would be file a report, file a missing persons report, file a welfare check or anything. But then again, Precinct 4 just flat out denied everything. And I got the audio to prove it. So when I get home, I'll go ahead and file a formal complaint with the Harris County District Attorney's Office and the Texas Rangers. And if Harris County Sheriff's Department does not do a welfare check or a missing persons, I'll go back to the FBI and have them do it, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so where are we at right now? Are we waiting right now to, what do we,
yeah,
we're
waiting on a Harris County Sheriff's officer to show up. See, nobody's at the house. I've been in contact. I've sent her lawyer and everybody, her lawyer, state rep, the FBI guy that helped me last time, the Texas Rangers, all an email this morning, told them that I was going to be here. I followed up when I left San Antonio, no response. When I was supposed to be here at 6:30, I got here at 6:40, give or take. So they're not here. So basically right now I'm in limbo, no kid. I got court orders. So it's within my constitutional right that I can be a parent and rear my own children. I have court orders. I have a state law 25.03, and I have federal statutes that tell me what a missing person or child is. And
Did you think that you were going to see your son tonight? I mean, with everything that's gone on, did you think that he would be here? What was your feeling as you left from home today and you drove over here? What were the thoughts going through your head?
Well, for the last 14 days, I've been sending emails out to her. She knows I was going to be here. She told me with supervised visitations. Well, I have a court order that doesn't have any supervised visitations. It's a standard order. I have a standard order, and then I told her that unless there was a motion or a modification to the court order, such as a TRO or visitations, supervised visitations, then that'd be okay. But there's no orders or motions that supersedes my court order.
How old is your son?
Christopher's 2.5.
And when was the last time that you saw him again?
September 1st, 2017. Like I said, I've come down here 3 times. I've sent multiple emails.
Did she move over here to this area, or have you been making the drive before September too, or not?
No, she hasn't really let me see him.
So these last 3 times, I mean, she's been limiting you from before too.
Right. So, what I got to just tell the parents, you know, it's unfortunate that you have to jump through all these hoops. My ex-wife with my other 2, we went through the same thing. I drove to Corpus 14 times and didn't get anything resolved. Corpus Christi PD played the same games, so I'm sort of well versed in this. She ended up spending 48 hours in jail in contempt on the civil side. Nobody would press 25.03 on the criminal side. But as of right now, I have a charge 25.03 against this mother and my 2-year-old son in San Antonio, which doesn't have jurisdiction, but the Texas Rangers and SAPD did take it, and I got a meeting with them on Monday. So if I leave here with an incident form or a call sheet or whatever, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to go and talk to my investigator in San Antonio. I'm going to double up on that other 25.03. They're going to go to the Bexar County DA. They're going to transfer it over to Harris, and then it's going to proceed that way. But I would at least like, you know, you can't deviate from the law. And these officers, they don't just sit there and read the law all day. I mean, nobody knows the law, but nobody knows the complete book of laws. But when your ego oversteps your boundaries and you tell parents that, yeah, it's a civil matter when it's not a civil matter, okay, that's when I have an issue, because I'm showing you in black and white. Now, if you can show me something as your policies, but nobody can show me their policies that says that make it a civil matter. So, basically, we're going to make a big mess out of this thing. We're going to get everybody involved until it hits Austin and until we start getting more parents to get their rights. Because right now, like I said, you have a constitutional right to rear your children. You have a court order, and you have a state law that protects you. Hell, you even got the family code. 153.001 says that every parent should be able to have both parents. But, you know, we're just going to go from here. We're going to make a mess of it, and we're going to play by the rules. You ever heard live by the sword, die by the sword? Okay, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly how I'm playing. You want to live by this? Hey, you know what? Precinct 4 has already told me once that if the child is within the mother's care, that you cannot file a missing persons report, and that's absolutely false. If you go back to 63.001 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, it'll tell you and define what a missing and kidnap means, and it also tell you with retention of the court order. So from that, we're just going to keep hammering them, and we're going to make things happen.
All right. Okay, that was good. We're going to give you guys a little update here. We're just waiting for Harris County Police Department, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Harris County Police Department is going to be showing up here in a little bit. We're going to try to push them to get a report, try to get something on 25.03, see what we can do. I'll tell you what, this is a guy that has made this trip 3 times. You know what? He didn't know if he was going to see his son, and you know, maybe there's parents that would throw in the towel at that point. I don't know. But George he's here. He wants to see his son. He wants to be a dad. He wants to spend time with his son, and we'll see what happens. We'll update you guys in a little bit here after the police get here.